and welcome to another episode of The Elegant Life. My name is Erin Kurt and I am a spiritual teacher and spiritual life coach who assists women and a few elegant gentlemen now to live and manifest an exquisite life full of abundance in all its forms. Now, let me tell you something. Today we are going to work with something that you have been given by God, and it is the mind. There are two words that if you use or don't use, you will completely change your life. I can guarantee that. Are you ready to learn them? All right, let's go. Now, first, before I get into the two words, I want to explain to you how exactly your brain works. Our brain, our mind, works not through words necessarily, but through pictures, images, emotions, sounds. So whenever you are speaking or thinking or listening, you have images rolling through your mind. You know, you're listening to someone tell a story and you're either visioning what they're telling you, or you're thinking of a time when that exact same thing happened to you and you're getting ready to tell your story too, okay? Have you ever noticed this? Yeah, there's always an image. There's always an emotion inside. That's really how the mind works, through pictures and images. So let's use this to our benefit. So oftentimes what people do is they constantly complain about things that are not right in their world, okay? This traffic is terrible, or, you know, my boss is this, or my coworkers are this, or I spend so much time at this, and they really create a lot of energy in complaining mode. Now, when you're complaining, you're speaking, at the same time, your mind is creating images. And within those images, it's working through your filtering system of all your beliefs and all your old programming and all that kind of stuff, and it's giving meaning to it. As soon as you give meaning to it, it tells the hypothalamus gland what to send out to your body, what kind of chemicals, and so it creates a feeling within your body, and now you start feeling a certain way and you start vibrating. Because feelings have a vibration. Now your whole energetic system is vibrating a certain way. Every word you say has a vibration. Every feeling you have has a vibration. You're just this radio tower going out and doing that. What's the purpose of this? Remember that whatever you vibrate, or whatever images go through your mind on a regular basis, your brain or your energetic system will go out and find those experiences for you. An example of this is very simple. If I say to you, don't think of a blue tree, what did you think of? What did you have to think of first to not think about it? Right? So when we are complaining and saying what we don't want, the brain completely deletes the word don't. It doesn't even see it, because what it's doing is making a visual image first. You've got that vision. Your brain takes over in a millisecond and starts creating an emotion from it, a meaning from it, sending it through your body, coming out of your energy system like that. Like that. How many times have you done this where you've started to think of buying a new car, and you kind of go online and you search about cars and you look at the interior and you kind of try this interior with that exterior, and you know, you really get into it and you have fun. Talk about images. Talk about feelings and emotions. You feel yourself in that car. You envision yourself sitting in that car. You feel what it would be like to drive that new car. Boom, meaning, emotion, you know, energy signal being sent out into the universe, finding you those cars. Have you ever started to look for a new car and all of a sudden you see them everywhere? I have that happen all the time. Whatever you think about, you create images, and whatever you have images, you will find, because your brain will be looking for them. It won't be deleting them. It will be looking for them. It will be looking for experiences that match that. That's the law of attraction. So what I want to do is to teach you to take the word don't out of your vocabulary. Okay? Stop saying what you don't want and say what you do want. You know, when I was a parenting coach, I used to train my coaching clients to speak in a different way because you'd want an outcome. For example, taking a dinner plate into the kitchen from the table, and they're like, oh, don't drop it. Okay? Don't drop it. What does that look like? Oh, they're seeing themselves drop, finding an experience. And then you're like, I told you to be careful. Okay? It's not the child's fault. It's what they were focusing on in their brain. And then their brain just goes and creates the experience of that in their lives. Instead, describe what you want. That's part of my 4-step system for parents. To get their child to listen, to get them to do what they would like them to do, to make the house flow a lot smoother. Describe what you want. So instead of saying don't drop, you say hold on to the plate carefully as you take it to the kitchen. These kind of phrases are what you want to say, not just a parent, but through your life. Take the word don't out of your vocabulary, and you will see a dramatic change in your life, and now you'll know why. Isn't this empowering stuff? The images that your brain will see will start creating the emotions, start creating the vibration that you want, and boom, it's going to start looking and see opportunities you didn't see before. You're going to start attracting people that can help you with what you want just because of your thoughts and the images running through it. Ta-da! So that is the first word that will change your life, but not adding it, deleting it. Now I want to teach you a word that I want you to add to your vocabulary. What a lot of people also do is say, I can't do this because, and they come up with a million different reasons why they can't. Where are those reasons coming from? The mind again. Now, beautiful that the mind was created by the divine to protect you. The mind is really built in a way that has something in it called the amygdala, which is like to protect you from danger, to protect you from anything that's not safe. Its main job is to keep you safe. However, as we've evolved, we realize that our words that we use can affect this amygdala, and it can really create you attracting things in your life that you don't want, or keeping you held back in your comfort safe zone. And that is not going to help you do what your main purpose is here on earth, to expand, to elevate, to grow. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to say something, even if it comes out of your mouth, like, I don't feel confident to speak to someone, to present an opportunity, but I'm going to do it anyway. And as we know, or if you don't know, Mel Robbins has a book called The 5-Second Rule, which I think is fabulous. The brain also works that when we count down to something, we are more likely to go right after the countdown. Instead of counting up, we count down. And so why do we always say as parents to our kids when they're jumping to us in the pool or coming down the slide or whatever, 3, 2, 1, go? Because it's just innately something that we love to do. Our body loves to do that. It loves to count down and then leap off. So here's the pattern I want you to do. Add the word but. I'm really wanting to eat that McDonald's, I don't know, burger fries combo and get a big supersized drink. But I know that my intention is always to live a high vibe life, and so I'm going to make a different choice. I know that I feel really tired. I know the kids are going to come home from school right now, but I'm going to sit down just for 5 minutes and I'm going to meditate so that I raise my energy level. And I have a green drink that will raise my energy too. It's a pattern where you're realizing what you don't want to do. You don't need to push anything away. Okay, this is being gentle on this unconscious mind that's trying to protect you. I realize it, I hear it, I see what you're doing, but I'm going to make a choice. And it's very empowering. Your self-confidence grows when you start using this word but, and you come up with the reason, kind of like the problem-solving reason at the end. It's you making a choice. That's empowering. It's you training your brain to say, yeah, I know I feel fear, but I'm going to do it anyway. And that builds resilience. You know that things can happen to you and you'll be okay. You know that something can be a fear of yourself, but you're able to move past it. So, can you see that by deleting the word don't and creating images in your mind that send your brain looking for things that you want instead of what you don't want, sending opportunities into your life that match the positive images that you have, not the ones you don't want? And by adding the word but to empower yourself, to create self-confidence, resilience, and empowerment, do you see how your life can change by those two simple words? I'm so excited to share them with you because they have changed. I'm going to come right up close to this camera. They have changed my life. It sets you in control of your destiny, your reality, your everyday experience. And that is what my job is as a spiritual life coach and a spiritual teacher. And on that note, I say, make it an elegant week. And we will see you next time.